Hello friends and welcome back. As we have learned up till now that accounting is not only useful for internal users of accounting information but also external users of accounting information. Therefore, it is very important to present the data to the external users especially in a way which is according to a particular standard. And why so? Suppose there are three companies A, B and C. They approach a bank for loan at the same time. Now at this particular time, the bank can extend loan only to any one of the three. So the bank decides that whichever company has the best financial position and the best profitability status, it will extend loan to that particular company. And that was possible by looking into their financial statements. But if these three companies present their financial status in different formats and following different standards, then how will the bank be able to draw any conclusion and do comparative analysis? So it's very important for various organizations to prepare their accounting statements according to some standard language and set rules. These rules are usually called generally accepted accounting principles. In short form, we call it as GAAP. See, I'm not talking about the brand gap here, but if establishing relation with the brand gap helps you to remember this name, then you can do so. The only difference is of an extra A. These principles have been generally accepted by accountants all over the world, and this also makes the accounting statements of various organizations comparable with each other. Now, these accounting principles can be classified into two categories. The first one, accounting concepts. Now, these concepts or assumptions are really important and compulsory for an organization to follow. Next category is accounting conventions. Although they are not that compulsory, but still if an organization follows the accounting conventions, its results will be more accurate and comparable. So first we'll be studying about accounting concepts. Now remember, I started a coffee shop in one of my sessions earlier. So for my coffee shop, I purchased a coffee vending machine for rupees 5,000. Now this machine will provide benefit to my business for next 5 years, and this time period I can say it as estimated life of my coffee vending machine. So should I charge this rupees 5,000 as my current year expense? Well, any business needs to be treated as continuous because usually any business starts with the intention to stay in the business for an indefinite time period. And because I have assumed that this machine will be used for next 5 years, so I do not have to charge the entire cost of machine as an expense for the current year only. I will split the entire cost of my machine for the next 5 years, and each year only rupees 1,000, that is 1/5 part of rupees 5,000, will be charged as an expense, and the remaining cost, that is rupees 4,000, will be recorded as an asset as it is going to benefit my business for a long period. And every year the value of this asset will be reduced by 1/5, which will be shown as expenses of each year. And why do we account this way? Because we believe or assume that business is there for long term and will continue in future as well, and the business will always be going on. So this assumption results in the going concern concept. Here concern means business, and under this concept it is assumed that a business will continue for a long term in future. Also on the basis of this concept, if I approach a bank for long-term loan, so after checking my creditworthiness, they can provide me the loan because they know that business will continue for a long period and hence I will be able to repay back the loan. That is, a business will continue to exist for a long period in future. Various transactions are made, and this makes various classification easy. So the first concept was going concern concept. The next one is business entity concept. Here entity means distinct identity. So as per this concept, a business is a unit separate and distinct from its owners, creditors, managers and others. So even if I'm the owner of the coffee shop, but still I cannot go and have coffee with my family free of cost there. I have to pay like a normal customer. Similarly, my business unit will have a complete separate books of accounts and have to record business transactions from firm's point of view and not from the point of view of the proprietor. That is why the money invested by the owner in his business is treated as liability for the business. And similarly, if I purchase washing machine by withdrawing money from my business, I cannot show this as the expense of my business because such transactions is for my personal use and will be treated as drawings of the business. And also if I have some other business running alongside, the record of both the business should be kept separate from each other. And suppose if I die, what will happen to my business? Will it shut down? But why? It is running so well, it's earning so much profits for my family. So why will it shut down? Someone else in my family can manage my business. So maybe the ownership gets transferred to my legal hire, that is my son, and he starts managing my business and he is the new owner for the business. Death or insanity of the owner may not affect the continuation of the business because ownership can be transferred. And that's why a business may see various owners in its lifetime. So that is why the business entity concept is very important for an organization to follow for its accounting practices. In the absence of this particular concept, the net profits and the financial position of the business cannot be known. So in this session, we studied about two concepts, that is going concern concept and business entity concept. I hope both of them are clear to you. Concepts are very important to understand because they will be building base for you to understand accounting further. So let's get on to a quick exercise. So your question for the day is, according to which concept even the proprietor of the business is treated as a creditor of the business? So your options are option A, going concern concept, option B, cost concept, option C, business entity concept, and option D, accounting period concept. Now technically speaking, this question is very easy because you have just learned about two concepts, that is going concern concept and business entity concept. So you have to choose just between these two. You can comment with your answers in the comment section below, and in my next session I'll be continuing with the leftover concepts. Thank you and stay tuned.